this day was a long time coming. Ever since we laid our eyes upon the Škoda Slavia, we knew that there would be a Volkswagen counterpart right around the corner. Well, for those of you who've been eagerly waiting, Volkswagen has finally launched its much-awaited sedan, the Virtus.
The name Virtus is a combination of the Italian words that are supposed to signify excellence, finesse, energy and brilliance. Being the spiritual successor of the much-loved Vento, the Virtus certainly has some big shoes to fill, and in that regard, it does seem quite impressive on paper.
Though its dimensions have moved it closer to a Jetta than it is to a Vento, the new Virtus is 83mm shorter than a Jetta. It's about, I would say roughly 26mm narrower than a Jetta, but despite that it's 53mm taller than the Jetta and boasts of an 18mm longer wheelbase. And as you can clearly tell, that wheelbase has gone in the back seat and actually makes this rear seat quite comfortable. Volkswagen has given this car some really interesting features to go with. For example, both variants get an 8-speaker system as standard. They also get 4 USB connecting points along with a 12-volt charging socket. You also have wireless charging as standard, and if for added connectivity you can download the Volkswagen MyConnect app and toggle through a lot of features that this car gives you access to.
The Volkswagen Virtus boot capacity is also on par with the Jetta at 521 litres of boot space. Along with 2 trims, Volkswagen allows you to choose between 2 engines and 3 transmission options. The dynamic trim gets a 1 Litre TSI engine that produces 115 PS of power and 178 Nm of torque. Buyers can choose from either a 6-speed manual or a 6-speed torque converter automatic option for this variant. For those of you looking for something sportier, Volkswagen offers the GT variant with 150 PS of power and 250 Nm of torque out of its familiar 1.5 litre engine. The GT variant can only be had with a 7-speed DSG. Volkswagen boasts of over 40 safety features for the Virtus, while both variants get features as standard like 6 airbags, ESC, hill hold assist, tire pressure monitor and 3 pointed seat belts for all seats. If you decide to go for the GT variant, there are some things that are quite unique to it. For example, the 16-inch razor black alloy wheels, a glossy black rear spoiler, dual tone roof, GT badging, brake calipers in the front that are finished in red, black ORVMs, and red stitching on the seats. On the outside, the Virtus follows Volkswagen's new design philosophy, which allows it to have a lot more sharper lines, a lot more angular bodywork, and as you can tell from the side profile, it takes a lot of cues from the Slavia. If you were to take the badges off, they'd look like exactly the same car from the side. Coming to the rear of the car, the rear spoiler on the GT variant really stands out. I especially like the blacked out tail lamp finish. It looks very cool, very sporty and very upmarket. The interior follows the same design language as what we've seen on the Taygun, with a lot of red elements in there and red ambient lighting. If you go for this GT variant, you can even see red stitching on the seat, aluminium pedals, and just an entire sportier touch to this car to appeal to the inner enthusiast in you. If you were to go for the dynamic trim, it has a lot more somber approach in comparison and does the same task but in a lot more laid back fashion. Prices are yet to be announced, but if I had to take a guess, I would guess they would be pretty similar to what we've seen Škoda pricing the Slavia.